All right, what's up, guys? It's me. I'm back. Lucky PC7 or Tricky Bean 15 if you're on YouTube. I've got a very exciting video for you because I'm finally building a PC. Yes, I'm so excited, guys. Um, so I'm going to attach the picture of all my parts here. All my parts I bought just like in a nice little stack. It looks really cool. I'm so excited to start. Um, but first I'm going to go into all the parts before I start building them. And I might cut some parts out of this video just because, frick, I've never built a PC before. So it's my first PC build, and I'm really excited. A lot of research went into this, a lot of advice, yeah, just a lot of stuff. It's been in the works since, I want to say, September, and now it is right before Christmas. So it's been a long time coming. Here we go, guys. So for a case, I went with a Cooler Master Box MB311L. It says ARGB, but I'm not sure what that stands for. I don't know what A stands for, should I say. All right, so let's go ahead and unbox it. This is going to be, first of all, just an unboxing video as well as me figuring out how to build a piece. So just bear with me. All right, here it is. You even get to take the styrofoam off. Pretty sweet. Yes, yes. It's going to be a lot of trash. I'm not very excited, but you know what? I'm even more so excited about building this. So let's go ahead and take this plastic off. Here we go. Has a tempered glass right here. We should move it closer. So tempered glass right here. Got fragile. Let's see how thing. So I got this case just because I didn't really care about cases that much. I mean, I didn't really care about spending too much money on it, just because, it's just a case. More important is the, what's in the inside, just like, with a girl. So anyway, I'm just gonna actually read the instructions instead of just freehanding it because, I'm an instructions guy. So yeah. First things first, we want to take off this side right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all how you do this. I'm gonna grab a screwdriver. Okay, I will disclose that I did watch an Austin Evans video on how to build a gaming PC. So that is my background. If I do something wrong, it's his fault. So I'm gonna unscrew this back plate right here. Oh, you pull this. And you unscrew this bottom part too. See, we're just getting started. We're just, I'm brand new to this. So yeah, let's go ahead and pull it out. Boom. We have a tray open like that. And you see right here, they have a, it's like a little, I don't know, cushion, I guess you could say. So I'm going to go ahead and put that aside. Next, we will get out our power supply, which for this one, I have a Cooler Master MW Gold 750 full modular, 80 plus gold. My friend told me to get 80 plus gold. So I'm just going to go with what he says. So this is a full modular. Not sure what that means. See, I'm brand new to this whole PC thing. So we have our cable here. So these little 4 screws, I remember that we need to install these in the proper place on the back of the case. So if you look, I'm just going to go ahead and set it up right here. We're going to have to install this at the bottom right here. See, this is really jank setup, but I think it's going to go right here. See, with the fully modular, they will go in these. So, did you check everything on PC Parts Picker? Gosh, I really hope it's all correct. Hope it all works. Okay, so we're unboxing this. It's one of the, not, the most exciting PC part, but certainly most important power supply. Okay, so the instructions. This is going to be a really messy table after a minute. I'm an instructions guy, so I like to read the instructions, like I said. So we have to make sure that the power switch is turned off before we install this. We'll look really closely. That's the cooler master. Fully modular 750 watt, 80 plus gold, which is what I said. You can turn that off right there. Okay. Going to be very important. So we're going to have to go ahead and slide this into the bottom part, as it says on my case instructions. So slide that in. I need the fan to go upside down, as you see, because there is a little vent right there. So we need the fan to go upside down. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this like this. Okay, and so the cooler master will be, no, this will be on the outside. So yeah, let's go ahead and slide that in. Pretty sure. All right, let's figure out all these boys. All right, we will learn what those mean. Technically, I already know what they mean, but forgot. We'll get there when we get. So, I'm pretty sure, I'm almost certain the fan goes on. Okay, so now we're going to set it up, right? So let me separate it. It's a lot lighter without the glass on there. So we have a power supply now. So like this, but this is upside down this way, but if you turn it, then this stuff is right set up. So I'm not sure what to make of that. All right, so I finally figured out how to get this in. So we had to take out this plate, whatever this is. And I'm not sure what that is. We will figure that out later. Because it told us to take it out. Yes, I think that's for the hard drive, but we don't have. We'll get to that. But so now it tells us we have to screw in these screws that came with the power supply. Screw them down here. And Austin says to do it with a star pattern. Well, he didn't say star pattern. He said cross pattern. Now, if the power supply is secured, you want to go ahead and look at the motherboard. All right. So, and all the stuff that comes with it. I went with a Gigabyte B550M DS3H. I just, this is one of the budget parts I bought. Not really the, you don't want to really spend, you don't really need to spend too much on a motherboard. I mean, as long as everything connects and, it's, although this is a very integral part of the build and a lot is involved with it, I don't necessarily think that it's too entirely based on how much you pay for it. It's just, there it is, baby. This is motherboard. Now some of you might be like, no crap, but no zip, Sherlock. Let's see. This thing, as I read about, multilingual installation guide. Ooh, more being. Just kidding. I speak English. That would be really necessary. So it won't be necessary to have a multilingual guide. Okay. But here we are with the installation instructions. So now we have a motherboard. We'll go ahead and take it out of the bag. Looks pretty much exactly like an Austin's build, which is preferred because you have to be very careful. Because I want to follow that video as much as possible. Although I'm not really going back to look at it. So I'm going to slide this out. First, I'm going to actually put it on the box. So I'm convinced that we're not finished with the hardest part of the build yet. Of course, the cables are going to be by far the hardest. So get rid of this, be very careful. And this has plastic. Okay, there we go. So I have it set up like this right here. I'm just going to go ahead and identify everything. So these right here are the RAM slots. This is the CPU slot, and then okay, well, you know what that is. I think these are the slots for the SSD. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and install the CPU. All right, for CPU we have. I bought an AMD Ryzen 7 3700. I went with this processor because I just really believed that what I would be wanting to do, I just wanted a good processor. I didn't want to have any issues, okay? It might be, I don't know, it's kind of a, not a hot topic, but a confusing discussion as to whether graphics card or processing is more important to your game, which is what I am primarily going for. So I just went ahead and bought a nice one, a good one, not the current gen Ryzen, 5700, because could not find one. We'll get into stock issues in a moment, but I just went with a nice, solid AMD processor. Just gonna go ahead and put it out of the box right now. I did buy a CPU cooler, but I'm not sure if I'll need it. I might never try it. I'll just look at that and kind of go through. So here is the processor. Here is the actual processor. While I see other things I can. Beautiful. Gently put that there, because these things are pretty friendly. So I'm going to toss this box aside. Now we get a cooler right here. I wish I had some help doing this, but it's an experience doing it on my own. So I'm going to go ahead. So here is the fan, cooler, I should say. I'm going to go ahead and be careful. Do not touch the bottom of this. That's what I. So go ahead and set that aside. I'm kind of scared to do this, but I'm just go ahead and start it. Austin built this machine in like 15 minutes. Well, he's an experienced PC. Here are the instructions. I don't want to mess this up. I don't think this is actually instructions. It's just freaking warranty stuff. Oh, no, here it is. Here's instructions. All right. I'm going to really follow these to the T because this part I've heard or I've seen is very tedious. So I'm going to go ahead and follow this. I remember he said, look at the small arrows. So see it right there. Okay. It's really small, but I do see it. And do I see the corresponding arrow on the, yes, I see it. Okay, so found it. Prior session, sure. So we have to lift this up right here. I'm not sure if you can see it, but yeah, we go ahead and lift this little pin up right here. This is our slid this way. And there's the processor. Go ahead and do not touch these. That's right. Do not touch them under any surface. So go ahead and place this on there. It's right in place. Great. So now, I think we put that down. Yes. Go ahead and place this down. Okay. All right. So now we have to screw in the cooler. All right. Go ahead and focus this down. Okay. So now you can see the Ryzen right there. Beautiful, beautiful. That's the thermal paste. Do not push it. All right, I figured out what the problem was. That was really stressful. So I'm going to try to do this again. This time with the, okay, so I figured out the problem. These were the opposite ways. When I took them out, I wasn't supposed to. So here we go. Try this again. Set that on there. Gently. That was really freaking stressful. But we got it, and I hope my processor is not messed, okay? Because I'm trying to, place one. Okay, so I have to plug this in somewhere. Make sure where to. It's like, okay, here we go. CPU for go ahead. Plug that in. Okay, so we got that. Well, let's move on from that. Let's just assume it's all good. So take these instructions out of the way. Okay, so next step. Next, we install our RAM. Okay, so for RAM, random access memory, I have 2 sticks, pretty standard, 2 sticks of 8 GB RAM, DDR4's Corsair Vengeance LPX. It's pretty standard. I mean, it's not much really I can say about that. It's RAM. It's not too big a deal. Best Buy had the dang RGB sticks upcharged, 10%. So there's the sticks. I have 4 sockets. As you see right here, maybe you can't see, but I'll swing this around. Right now, baby, right. All right. So I have these 4 slots right here. Okay. So I think it's pretty straightforward. I was saying it's just install it the right way, and pretty sure we installed it on the breakers. All right, so I got my first stick of RAM in. Looks like I just have to push it harder. So I'm gonna put the second one in now. Click in. Perfect. All right. So now we got our RAM secured. Next would be the SSD. So for the SSD, or I guess hard drive, but I chose SSD rather than a, whatever SATA like hard disk. So I chose the Samsung 970 Evo Plus M.2. So I asked Guy at Best Buy, what to buy, the difference between M.2 and whatever the other thing was. He just straight up started speaking, Minecraft enchanting table. I didn't know it, but I just know that it works better than my motherboard, according to PC Parts. So go ahead and open this baby up. And hopefully there's instructions in here, although I just watched Austin's video. It is tiny. Look at that. I did not expect this how small it is. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox it now. So M.2 SSD. So I'm just going to go ahead and look at this and talk us through it. So it's about as big as a stick of gum. So Austin takes it. We have the 6 pins. M.2, this is MV whatever, and SATA, it's not a SATA, it's an MV. So it's the 5 pin on this side here. It's tiny. So there's 5 pins on that, which means it's going to go in. It's one of these. I can't remember. It's my head like this. So it's going to be this one, for sure. Yes, so I need to unscrew this very gingerly. I'm going to need a bigger screwdriver. All right, so I think I figured that out. I have a small screwdriver, so I'm going to go ahead and unscrew this one. Okay, got it. So now I have to screw this in. And I missed phone call from my boyfriend. I know this is like birth control, right? All right, there's the SSD. So
Now, okay, I think we are good to go for now. Let's go ahead and put this in the case. All right, so now we're ready to put it in the case. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the case, face down, whatever. So now, all this stuff in. First, we have to put this thing in, which is like this, whatever it's called, IO plate and stuff. Just kind of, flicks in. I don't know if you can see that. No, not really. But trust me, it's down there. So, just have to click it in. See that? Yep, there we go. All right, let's go ahead. Put this. Boom! All right, now what to do? Okay. So, read the instructions. Prepare the case and install it. Great. Well, very informative. Thank you so much, Gigabyte, for giving me those very detailed instructions. So I am lucky because I just found these screws in the bag that was under the case. Okay, that plastic bag that was under the case. Yeah, the one I kind of covered up with all this stuff. Kind of just all the stuff I needed. So I'm going to now screw these screws into motherboard and fasten it. All right, so this is going to take a while. I'm still really nervous about this process. But I picked it up and it was not coming off, so I think that should be good. So just keep screwing. Kind of the motto of, I guess, rappers. All right, we're good to go. We got the motherboard all screwed in. Next, we add our hard drive, which we don't have. So I'm just going to put this. I'm going to go ahead and stand this up. Everything doesn't fall out. Perfect. That done. Not time yet for this part that I really want to talk about. And then now I'll pull out the graphics card. All right, I'm very proud of this purchase because, for years I've been trying to game, PC game, but it's just never worked out. I've had a Mac for it's 3.5 years now, and I've tried to play games on it, and it's kind of a band-aid fix kind of thing, but I've been able to play, but not very well at all. I use NVIDIA GeForce now. That's kind of why I'm building this PC, because I just wanted to play computer games. A lot of my friends play them, and I wanted to keep up with them and play video games with them without any kind of weird stuff. No dual boot Windows, no terrible graphics cards, just natively run everything and be able to do it, and everything will be great. So now I'm bringing out this baby, AMD Radeon 5700 XT. I'm very proud of this because, I was going to get an NVIDIA, but, the stock for the RTX is just, talking to the guy at Best Buy, he goes, I have not seen one. He just has not seen one. So I just decided to go with this. I think this is last gen, but it's just the last gen, so it's very much the newer model. Or should I say a newer model, not the newest model. Certainly I wanted to, make this a priority in my budget. So I got this one, and I'm very excited, assuming this can be the case. Okay, so here we're taking it out of the box. Actually, maybe jump this in. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and open this. there it is. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and scoop this stuff back. Because, man, this stuff everywhere. Just look at Jill. All right, here we go. So there's the graphics card. This is a weird shadow one. Wow, looks downright gorgeous. Oh, yes. I've been waiting to unbox this thing for really years. I mean, going back to when I couldn't run The Sims 4 on my parents' potato computer in 9th grade. Like, oh, this has been such a long time coming. All right. There it is. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I just want you to look at the gold. All right. So we'll actually start. All right. How do we do it? So awesome. It's pretty easy. Just kind of stick this part in. I think I set up a flashlight for inside this case because it's really dark in there. Okay, so stuff hasn't fallen yet, so I'm happy. Not sure really where it goes. So I think it goes upside down like this and into this slot right here. I'm going to go ahead and check that real quick. All right, so I checked out how to install this, which is very easy. So all we have to do is flip it like this, and I'm going to go ahead and take this plastic off. That's part of the entire build. This was not exactly as euphoric as I imagined, but here we go. So turn this off. Boom! Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. So now. And something. Looks like we are going to need to. All right, so now we'll slide in this graphics card. Okay, now I think we slide in this slot we took out here, and go ahead and hit the graphics card. Click, slide it in. There we go. And click, so it should be good to go. It's not. So anyway, now we have the graphics card in. I assume there's something to screw in somewhere, because it's kind of really tiny. Yeah, there are screws that go here, so I think they're these screws. Go ahead and screw them in like there. There it is. So I think we screwed in the graphics card well enough. Now, okay, I'm almost done here. All I really need to do is really just pay attention to what cables go where. All right, guys, so it has been, I don't know, 2 hours, and I finally got this cable stuff figured out. All right, so we had to direct basically everything, from the power supply. So the power supply had to power the GPU, the CPU, and what else? And the lights, actually. So that was a lot, and I had to plug the USB stuff in, and like the, oh man. Well, I hope I got it done correctly, because if not, I don't know. All right, so I'll just have to get my friends down. So now that we're done, pretty much, still don't know if this is cool, but we're just going to, we're just gonna kind of stick the stuff in here. Not very pretty, but we'll just have to do that for now. So then what we'll do is stick this back on there. I can find out how to do that. All right, so I think it's kind of just like, it's not really moving. It's kind of weird, but Again, don't worry about that later. Just gonna see, if the computer turns on. So now we will put this glass back on the front here. Well, I guess, be the front for y'all. But all right, the only thing left to do is go in my bedroom and connect it to monitors and keyboard and see if it boots up. All right, I'm actually in my room now. We're about to try this thing out, see how well it works. But for now, I know I'm like so sick of cables at this point. Like, I didn't take a video of when I was trying to figure that stuff out, but it was difficult. But we have 2 more cables. This one is the display port to HDMI cable that I'm going to use for my monitor. And this is the power cable for the power supply. So we'll go ahead and plug these things up, and we'll see how this works. All right, so I've got these cables plugged in, and I've also connected my keyboard, which is a Razer Huntsman. It's one of the newest models. It's really nice. See that click. And this is my mouse, which is honestly a really cheap mouse. It's like a Logitech, but works great. Has 2 side buttons. Good for gaming, RGB. So, moment of truth. Here we go. I'm about to flip the switch on the back of this computer. Could be a disaster, but also could be a huge victory. I just flipped it. I don't know why it's not. I don't think that I plugged something in right, so I'm gonna check it again. All right, guys, I'm back. It has been 2 days since I last was working on my PC, and if you remember, it was not turning on, but I got a friend to help me with, why it wasn't turning on. Turns out I had the power button plugged into the wrong place on the motherboard, and so now everything should be good to go. We're just going to go ahead and grab the power cable, plug it into the PSU, and turn everything on, and we'll see how it works. All right, everything's plugged in now. One thing I have to do before we start is go ahead and download the OS here. So I was going to go with a Linux build because I figured that I could just VM anything I needed to do on Windows. And it was open source and just much easier on my hardware. Less memory, stuff like that being used on what I would call useless things. So that's why I decided to go with Linux at first. But after some thinking, I decided that I would go with Windows just because there's a lot of stuff I would have had to VM, and some stuff wouldn't even have probably worked on VM. So that's why I decided to just go with Windows here, which I'm going to go ahead and, download the disk for now. So I have my flash drive, which had Ubuntu on it, but I'm going to forego that for now. I might actually install Linux in a bit, but for now, I'm just going to, just go with Windows, just to make it easier. It's actually still downloading, so now I'm going to put my laptop down. By the way, I'm rocking the Dallas Stars shirt. Go Stars, Western Conference champions. Anyway, so now I'm going to go ahead and turn on the back. And hopefully I got everything plugged in good. So we'll see if it turns on. How's that? How about them apples? Let's freaking go, baby. You can see my screen here. This is my Acer monitor. My other one is a BenQ monitor, gaming monitor. So it says insert boot media and select a boot device. Let me go ahead and press the key. This is my Huntsman keyboard. Razer Huntsman, by the way. It's the newest model of Razer keyboards, I think. I think it was 30% off. I want to kind of move out. Well, that's more in the way, but you can see my case, you know, the RGB. So I'm going to press this. Huh. It's kind of interesting. I'm recognizing this for some reason. As you can see here, I finally got Windows starting to install on this computer. It took, oh my goodness, it took over an hour to do this because I had to basically install Windows on my personal laptop and then use that Windows to run a program that would create a disk image. So it was just a lot of time. Not really too difficult, but just time consuming. So yeah, hopefully we are about ready to play some games. Okay, we're pretty much done here, but I'm just going to go through these final bits and see if we can get this thing going. Right. Go ahead and do English everything. Install that. Now, moment truth. I don't have a product key. I'm freeloading off of Microsoft for now. I might actually buy a product key a little on down the line, but for now we'll just do the free version. So I don't have a product key. I like to go with Windows 10 Pro because it doesn't give me all that extra crap, like I don't know, just extra stuff I don't really need. Card games, stuff like that. I mean, home will be like if I just got like if you get like solitaire and like all this other stuff. But I'm just gonna go with Windows 10 Pro because I've been using it on my Mac. Works pretty well. I mean, nothing is really missing from it. It looks like home, education, and pro are the only options I have. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click pro. Because I am a pro. Okay. So I accept the terms. This is I'm just so excited. I mean, I said this before, but I've never built a computer. It's just an incredible experience. Build a computer, and seeing the end product, and eventually playing games on it. And for me, that's huge. I've never been a PC gaming person, and obviously, like I said, started kind of thinking about PC gaming since 2014. Tabled it for a little bit after I got my Xbox. And started thinking about building one this summer, and then really started moving forward a bit in October. And so now it is December 19th, and I have finished building my computer. All right, so now that that's out of the way, I'm going to continue setting up my PC. I'd like to set up. I'm just going to do personal use, obviously. Don't have a company yet. So now we're going to customize my device. So I'm probably just not going to do any of this stuff because I know what I'm doing. It's basically telling me whether they want to give me, like recommendations for stuff. But I mean, I think I'm good for now. I don't really need any this stuff. No Cortana, please. You don't need any of my data getting stolen. I don't want them to be listening to me. Hi. All right, here we go, guys. My very first PC build is about to be up and ready. So I think that's it. I mean, get this work. But you know what? We've got everything set up, ready to game. All right. So dang that excited. So with that, that's my first PC build. So if you've got any comments, let me know. Just any encouragements. I don't know. I'm doing, I don't really need encouragement too much. But, I just, if you want to, say good job or something, then feel free. But I don't know how this mind. Anyway, we'll figure that out. But that's my first PC build, and it looks like it's up and running. So, talk to you guys later.
I really recommend this. You know, kind of a headache at first can be, but you know what? It's going to be worth it. So talk to you guys later. Hope y'all have a good